Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And so let's get started with today. I'll be teaching Calvin cycle. So it's a part of dark reaction in photosynthesis, and it occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast. So occurs in the stroma. Then it was proposed by Melvin Calvin. And it is a part of the dark reaction of photosynthesis. It is also called as C3 cycle. This is important because it's called C3 cycle because the first stable compound of the cycle of the Calvin cycle is a 3 carbon molecule. So it's called C3 cycle. So now let's move on. Before I go on, there are few terminologies or abbreviations which I would like you guys to know. So the first term abbreviation. So because I'll be using those in the in the reaction. So first is RUMP, which stands for ribulose monophosphate. Then the second is RUB, RUBP, which stands for ribulose bisphosphate. Then we have DHAP, stands for dihydroxy acetone phosphate. Then we have another thing called PGAL, which stands for phosphor glyceraldehyde. Okay, now let's just dive into the cycle. Okay, the first compound is RUMP. Now if I have to write about it, it is a 5 carbon molecule. That means it contains 5 carbons. So we will have 6 molecules of RUMP. So 5C means 5 carbons, 6M means 6 molecules of RUMP. Now this RUMP gets converted to another molecule called RUBP, or ribulose bisphosphate. Now it was monophosphate, we got bisphosphate, so we will have an ATP getting converted to ADP. Now generally in glycolysis, it's the process where we need to get energy from glucose. Here we have to make energy so that we can get energy. So we have to utilize energy to get energy. So in that way, what happens is, how do we get ATPs is there is a reaction in photosynthesis called light reaction. So in light reaction, the main there are two types called a cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. So their main aim is to produce energy currencies like ATP or NADPH. So whatever is being produced in the light reaction gets the energy gets utilized in the dark reaction to produce glucose. So this RUBP gets converted to an unstable carbon compound. Till today we don't know the name because it's very unstable, and it just stays for a few seconds. But here, uh, this is a 6 carbon molecule. How does that 6 carbon come? So we will have 6 CO2 getting added. Now this unstable compound, as it is unstable, and this also will be a 6 molecule compound, so we'll have 6 molecules of this compound. This gets broken down into a 3 carbon compound called 3 phosphoglyceric acid. So this is a 3 carbon compound, so we will have 3 carbon compounds of this, 6 molecules of that, so 6 plus 6, we will have totally 12 molecules of 3 phosphoglyceric acid. Now this 3 phosphoglyceric acid gets converted to another compound called 1,3 bis phosphoglyceric acid. So again, from 3 we have another phosphate group getting added at the first position, so we will have an ATP getting broken down into ADP. Not one ATP, because we have 12, so we'll have 12 ADP getting broken down to 12 ATP getting broken down to 12 ADP. So now 1,3 bis phosphoglyceric acid gets broken down, gets converted into a new compound called 3 phosphoglyceraldehyde. So I told I will be abbreviating it as PGAL. So again, we get 12 molecules of this, and it is also a 3 molecule compound, 12 molecules and 3 carbon compounds, sorry. Now this gets isomerized into DHAP. So I have told DHAP stands for dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Even in glycolysis, whoever has viewed my video will know that phosphoglyceraldehyde and dihydroxyacetone phosphate were isomers. I mentioned in that video also. So now I forgot one thing. So between 1,3 bis phosphoglyceric acid and 3 phosphoglyceraldehyde, we will have 1 NADPH getting converted to NADP. So now this PGAL and DHAP, they get converted, they're isomers. So if I have 12 phosphoglyceraldehyde, what happens is we will have somehow it happens, because the exact way is a bit complicated. So somehow, just for now, just somehow understand, just remember that we whatever 12 molecules we had, somehow it gets converted to 6 molecules of PGAL and 6 molecules of DHAP. So now let me write that. This will be 6 molecules. This also, oh shit, so will be 6 molecules. Okay, so now here we have, there's a bit of not complication as such, but it's little weird. So now what happens is, 1 molecule of DHAP plus 1 molecule of PGAL combine to give me fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Now this fructose 1,6 bisphosphate releases one inorganic phosphate molecule, gets converted through to fructose 6 phosphate. This fructose 6 phosphate finally gets converted to glucose. Now I've told you this is a 3 carbon compound, and this also will be a 3 carbon compound. So 3 plus 3, we finally get our glucose to be 6 carbon, and we all know glucose is 6 carbon molecule. So finally we got glucose. Now from here there's some other thing that happens, not some other thing, then this finally again gets converted to RUMP, yes. So 5 molecules of DHAP and 5 molecules of PGAL together again gives me 5 a molecule of RUMP. So we, for giving one more 6 molecules of RUMP, I will need 5 molecules of DHAP and 5 molecules of PGAL. So this is all is Calvin cycle. So I hope you guys understood. There are few things which is a little hard to understand as a 11th grader, which I too couldn't understand, but it's okay. So yeah, that's all. So please subscribe and like and share and make sure the channel grows. So thank you guys for watching. Hope I could provide such content again. So yeah, thank you.